Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to address one issue today. Should we send kids to preschool? I am going to give you 3 pointers, like why I wouldn't send my child to preschool. I am not against preschools, but I decided to keep my son at home. In this video, I am not going to tell you, yes, send your child to school, or no, don't send your child to preschool. It is your very personal decision to make. It is up to you. Remember, you know your child best, so it's your decision. Second of all, it depends on your situation. If you have to send your child to school because you gotta work, you have to do something with your child. Then, if that's your situation, find a decent school for your child. If you have financial restrictions, then you have to do what's best for you. I do have one suggestion. We live in America, or I live in America, and everybody's about diversity. We have this magic word meaning diverse. Because I sent my child to diverse preschool and it turned out that she was the only one diverse. Everybody else was from not American, but from one specific ethnic group, or one specific country even, I should say. My child was the only one who spoke English. Everybody else spoke their own language, and my child was excluded. It was a really bad experience, very traumatic. Even now, over 2 years later, it's got a scar on her personality. So watch out for that. Do the research, find out who's there. Now, I personally, now, I am not against preschools, but I decided to keep my son at home. And I don't mean we sit home, watch television. There are other options that we did. Watch my other video. It's gonna tell you what we do. There are other alternatives. If you decide not to send your child to preschool, there are other options. There are other things for you to do. There's so many things you can do with your child other than sending them to preschool. Now, if that's you, you kind of feel like you don't want to send your child to preschool, I am going to give you 3 pointers, like why I wouldn't send my child to preschool. You already know one, diversity, right? You don't control who comes and goes to your class. People change, there are new kids, some kids leave, there are new kids, and all you need is one bad child that can do a lot of damage to your child, not only physical, but also emotional and psychological as well. So I don't feel like you're able to control what's going on in preschool all the time. You don't know all the kids, you don't know what kind of homes they're coming into. Even if you find the best preschool, with 5 stars, very expensive preschool, teachers with unbelievable credentials, you don't control the environment, you don't control the kids. You can't really trust them, right? Again, I'm not trying to tell you don't send your kid to school. I'm just trying to maybe be very broad and open your mind and just tell you how I feel about it right now. Second thing, what I noticed about preschool was toys. There are popular toys, there are less popular toys, and kids tend to like popular toys. For example, if you have 5 kids playing in one area, suddenly everybody wants to get in there and see what they're doing, because there's 5 kids playing, doing something fun, obviously, right? And suddenly everybody wants to be there. So if they're playing with blocks, there aren't enough blocks for everybody, and some kids just when they're building something, they don't want to share because they need more blocks. If you have 20 kids wanting to play with those blocks, kids will be very possessive and they will exclude other kids. And teachers, even when they come in, they don't control it. Let's leave blocks away. Let's go outside to the sandbox. There are favorite toys and there are less favorite toys. Same thing, kids building something, everybody wants to do it. If they want to ride a bike, everybody wants to ride a bike. Or if it's not everybody, then it's more than enough. So there's not enough toys for all the kids. And what happens is there's dominant kids and there's less dominant kids. And which brings me to the point that your child may just establish herself or himself on a certain level. And they get to know, they get to recognize, okay, that child has priority and I don't have it. I'm not this alpha person. In addition to that, there is supervision. Ask the teachers how many teachers they have, how many teachers will be supervising the kids outside, what's the ratio, if there are any breaks, if the teacher's going to break when the kids are outside, what's going to happen, how many kids are watching. Look at the area, how big is the area. So if you have 2 teachers supervising outside areas and it's kind of a lot of corners, who stands where? Can they really watch all the kids? Can they control what's going on? Especially when you have bullies. Yes, bullying happens in preschool. If someone tells you no, yes, it happens in preschool already. It's on a different level, but it starts. Bullying starts in preschool. Basically, my point in this video is if you're considering preschool for your child, just be aware that your child may get hurt emotionally, physically. It will happen even accidentally. Kids get punched and hit, and how your child will be able to respond, how the teacher will solve the situation. Talk to your child. Make sure to know what's going on. I would personally would not send a child if my child does not talk to me. So make sure that your child communicates with you. If you don't know what's going on in kids' homes, just have your child talking to you all the time. Make sure you know what's going on in preschool. If something is wrong, you feel as a parent that something is not right, just pull the child from preschool or change the preschool, do something about it. Again, I didn't mean to interfere with your decision. I'm not telling you don't send your child to preschool. Just be careful, because there's a lot of preschools out there and there's a lot of reviews, kids, but also be aware that the preschool may have a wonderful review last year, but different kids will come this year, and how are they going to handle the situation? What's going on inside? Be a parent who's actually getting involved. Talk to teachers, get to know the kids, get to know other parents. My general observation is if parents are nice, kids are generally nice. Whatever you decide, this is your decision. Just remember, you do what's best for your child, and you're the only person who knows what to do, what's best for your child. Thank you guys for watching.